what is going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Deborah with Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is Purusha Intuitive. So we are doing our end of December reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Obviously, cross watchers are welcome. You know the drill. These readings are timeless. It is about just whether it resonates with your situation or not. If it resonates, then obviously the message is meant for you. So let's see what's going on. Lots of relationship stuff is coming up. We're moving into Mercury retrograde at the end of the month. And it's coming into conjunction with Venus. So relationships, partnerships are definitely in focus right now. So we're kind of dealing with past BS stuff that we're kind of hammering out that we're not going to bring into 2023, right? Okay, so dealing with the runner. So, you know, this could be you. This could be the person that you're dealing with. Lack of commitment, fear, hiding behind, I feel like there are issues in the past, their own insecurities, etc. And I feel like you are coming from this space of working at this relationship, trying to show that you're supportive, that you're loving, you know, blowing them kisses as they run towards you. This could be someone who's healing that aspect of them, right? That non-committal runner type vibe. But it's, you know, I mean, I think that kind of, we can do the dance, right? We can do the back and forth. We can try to show people as much as possible that we're here for them, that we're showing up for them. But if they don't believe it within themselves, it makes it really hard to kind of like maintain, you know, a healthy relationship, healthy dynamic. So this really talks about how, like I said, you're trying to show this person, this situation, that you're showing up, that you're supportive, but you're at the same time, you're still not receiving what you feel is due to you, or that sense of reciprocity. This really talks about connecting with some people that you trust about this situation, talking it out, getting some outside perspective. But definitely, like I said, someone that you really do trust, that you know is supportive, that's not going to specifically judge the situation. So I like that. Ace of Pentacles, new beginning, fresh start, especially as it relates to our material world. There's that confirmation for that friendship energy. I feel like you need to branch out a little bit more. Find some friends, you know, find some things to do. We have two aces. You know, you might be hibernating a little bit, which is understandable this time of year. It's easy to want to kind of stay inside and recluse. But a lot of times when we're dealing with this dynamic, right, it's easy to kind of hold ourselves or fixate on that person or that situation. And then it ends up kind of distracting our energy from spending time with people that we love, you know, like I said, that are supportive, that are going to give us sound wisdom, you know. And I feel like you're seeing that a little bit more. You know, you might have kind of been in a period where you weren't really hanging out, being as social. And I think you're recognizing that you need a little bit more of that, a little bit more of stability. Yeah, because there is a lot of pain. And I feel like the person that you are dealing with, the situation, things aren't, they're dealing with their own stuff. There's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of grief. There's a lot of sadness that's coming from them. They're kind of mourning the past, right? Mourning the past, mourning what was. But I feel like this is something a little bit new for them, right? Like, you are showing up trying to present stability, sorry, not prevent. Because I feel like you do really care about this person. I feel like there is, you know, that deep connection. But they're, like I said, they're stuck in the past. They're dealing with some stuff that I feel like was really, like I said, just very heartbreaking for them. And not justifying bad behavior per se. But sometimes we get to this space where we can reflect, where we finally have that moment to take a deep breath. So I'm saying that because they do feel comfortable enough with you to, you know, they are feeling that safety, they are feeling that support, and that's why a lot of this is coming up for them. That they can relax in your presence, so to speak. But it's messing with you, is how it's coming through, you know. And I think that you learned some information that was a pill to swallow, you know, big pill to swallow. You feel like they were being sneaky, that they were hiding from you, right? They were kind of hiding this grief, this pain that they were dealing with. And maybe using your relationship as a mode of distraction. And now things have become a little bit more real. And I think you're seeing that, you know. I think, like I said, there does seem to need to be like a balance of going out for yourself, getting kind of out of the, you know, we can get so entrenched when things are challenging, especially if you're dealing with a romantic partner, you know, a relationship that's close to you. We can totally get sucked into that, and then we kind of forget about our friends, or, you know, just spending time having fun, enjoying life. Not everything can be healed or restored in a day. Sometimes we get so expectant of that instant gratification. You know, their intentions are there, but I think it's like I'm hearing for you, like it is just readjusting the expectation. There is, like I said, deep love, deep connection. I feel like you have a little bit more awareness around this than this other person does, you know? Because they know it's a good thing, right? They know the value with that Knight of Cups. And that's why they do keep pushing for it. But I think there's also this value of you needing to give them a little bit of space, a little bit of time, especially if you're going to continue on. I think this is also like giving them the benefit of the doubt. This has kind of come up for you in the past, Aries. Like, it feels shady, right? It feels sneaky, but you've lost your trust. You've lost, like, whatever conversation you guys had, whatever reality that was kind of shed. But I don't necessarily get the I don't feel like they were 100% hiding from you, you know? Like, I don't feel like they were trying to screw you over is probably a better way to say it. Like, yes, this is a hiding energy, but it's coming out of their own stress. It's coming out of their own pain. Like I said, it's not that vibe of, I feel like for you, it just kind of messed with you a little bit more. Putting the relationship on a pedestal, or, you know, because you can sense, because you feel, because you know what this connection is. That's the Lovers, right? The Lovers is that beautiful collaboration of yin and yang, right? And you know this, you feel this, you sense it. And so in your mind, it should look like ABC, right? And I feel like they know that too, but they're still working through some stuff. They're working, it's almost like they're healing this past relationship stuff. And oftentimes this happens, right? When we find something that is really beautiful and meant for us, unfortunately, you know, kind of the mucky stuff from previous relationships definitely comes up. And then we have to work through it. We have to heal from it so that we can actually claim the beauty and value of what's being gifted to us. But it takes time, you know, and just because things aren't looking exactly like you would want them to, I feel like you're going to get a lot of information by reaching out, connecting with friends. Maybe what feels so horrible, so offensive to you, there will be given a little bit, right, more clarity. And this is also that grounding coming in for you, you know, that ability to kind of, I feel like it's like changing the tune, right? Relationships are hard. Partnerships, whether that is a lover, a friend, business, we're dealing with other individuals, right, that have different perspective, different understanding. And Spirit is offering you this opportunity at a fresh start. It's just shifting the perspective, you know, of what feels so horrible and bad. And I think some of that is going to come through, like I said, that friendship, kind of just like having people around, because this fire energy, that's, you know, I love that, Aries. You can definitely be a fire starter, right? And that's good. You know, you are so action oriented and motivated, and, you know, you ignite that passion, that fire, that energy. But we also have to make sure that we're not reacting out of our ego, is what I'm hearing, you know, because there's more to be learned. There's more to be understood about this connection and this dynamic. And I feel like, you know, I love this. It's about like exploring new territory for you, you know. A lot of times when we're in, you know, like I said, relationship dynamic, we have certain expectations about how things should look and how they should go. And while that's beautiful and lovely, most of the time it doesn't work out that way, right? Life throws us curveballs. We have to learn to heal and overcome, especially places that, you know, maybe someone didn't show up in the way that we wanted or expected, or the relationship didn't look exactly how we wanted it to. But like I said, I don't feel like this person is, or situation that you're dealing with, is trying to screw you over or against you. I feel like they're having stuff that's coming up that's being triggered for them. And this is about, okay, yeah, you can ignite the relationship, so to speak, towards what you know it is, right? Or you can burn it down. That's your choice, Aries, right? It's a new world to explore. It's a new world to be explored, and there's wisdom within it. I mean, yes, am I saying put all your eggs in one basket? Not specifically, because I think you're also part of this clarity around what you're seeing and understanding about this relationship dynamic. Be mindful, you know, there still is that element of like protecting yourself, finding your life source, but that has to be outside of this connection. It has to come from loving yourself, obviously, right? But then also your environment. No one person can fulfill all of our needs, right? And sometimes we get sucked into that concept of the one, the one, right? But they're still human too, and they're gonna still have their stuff too. Like I said, I mean, what I love about this is this person is running towards you. It doesn't feel like enough right now, you know? I get that 100%. And obviously free will, you got to make your choices accordingly. But also being mindful of places you might self-sabotage, or you're letting your ego get in the way. That's going to help this situation evolve into what you want it to, versus getting pissed off and hurt and upset, which we all do, and it's no shade. But if we're reacting out of that, then, you know, it creates a more messy dynamic, and we might actually, you know, lose out on a relationship that is very important, that is very valuable, that is kind of like a once in a lifetime vibe, once, twice, you know. All right, guys, so I hope that helps, Aries. I am sending you lots of love and light to whatever you're dealing with. If you want me to look at your situation a little more specifically, check out the description box for what services I offer. Definitely make sure to like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. Thank you so much for all the love and blessings. Sending it back your way.